Hello everyone and welcome to my gear guide. I'm gonna show you where to get all the items I look for or already have, and we're gonna start with the Olga Ring. I know the name might be a bit confusing because the Olga Ring is actually a necklace, but it's the best necklace out there. Before you upgrade it, it got 10 AP and it can actually be upgraded 5 times. Each upgrade gives you 5 more AP. There is a total of 8 ogre spawns, and this is my rotation for taking all of them. There's usually a bunch of people farming these, so either if you can stay up at night or come really early in the morning, you usually get a place for yourself. You can of course jump some channels and look for an empty server, and it's gonna be easy now with Medaya out. But these ogres don't actually drop the ring itself or the necklace. They drop something called a soiled ogre ring, and when opening that you got a chance of getting the actual ogre ring. I heard somewhere that the chance of getting the ogre ring from the soiled ogre ring is about 40%. It increases of course with your luck. But the actual drop rate on the soiled ogre ring from the mobs, I'm not really sure about. I heard a lot of different things. Someone says 4%, others says 0.02 and even lower in some cases. I've seen it drop myself personally 4 times, but I have farmed these quite a lot. But yeah, keep resetting your knowledge, try to get the S rank, and connect a node. It should help you. So the ogres are in Mensha Forest. From down where I stand now to about up here, you see it's pretty close to Catfish, if you know where that is. Next up is the Mark of Shadows, which is in the Abandoned Monastery, which is really close to Mensha Forest. Again under Catfish, you can see how it's pretty close to Calphion. You should be familiar enough with the map to figure out where this is. I myself, I use the Deeds ring currently for the accuracy. You can get this from the letter of recommendations you get while leveling up. It's a prize from that RNG crate or spin the wheel or whatever you want to call it. You can find it at the auction house. But yeah, the Mark of Shadows, pretty much all you do is scroll down this well and kill all the mobs down here. I haven't farmed there too much myself, but the mobs here are pretty strong, so you should have at least, let's say 80-90 TP before you go down here. Next up is the Witch's Earring. It's an Hex Sanctuary, but before you go in there you should pick up the quest that Becky gives you. She is pretty easy to spot, she's like right before the entrance as you can see here. So once you're at the Hex Sanctuary node, you just jump up behind this wall here, walk south. The mobs here are usually not that grouped, so the best place I found, at least for farming, is up this little hill back here, and you kill the lizards. I do believe that lizards have a higher drop chance than the skeletons, but I can't confirm that. You might recognize this place from the first PvP movie I made. It was filmed during me trying to farm for these Witch's Earrings, and of course the majority of the server wants those earrings as well, so that's why I met so many people here. But anyway, this is the best spot for farming the Witch's Earring, I'm pretty sure. Once you cleared all the way up top here, you just sprint back to the start again and do it again. Or you can find your own route. Anywho, good luck with the farming. If you don't know where Hex Sanctuary is, it's directly south all the way down from Calphion, or to the east of Trent. Up next is the Tree Spirit Belt. You can get this from world bosses or from between Trent and Abandoned Monastery. It's the 3 spirits there. It's a really low drop chance, so I recommend going for the world bosses, especially now that they increased the loot table to 40 instead of 20. So chances are you're gonna get it from a world boss. Next in line is my Uriah sword. You get this from playing the Amnesty game with Wantas. This is the same person that I talked with in my conversation guide. Next up is my Tortoise Armor. I also use the helm and the boots. You can get this armor in Hyrule by talking to this guy. It's the same thing as the Uriah sword, you gotta play the Amnesty game. But it's worth doing for the armor piece because it's always sold out on the auction house. This guy is pretty hard to gain amnesty with, but it seems like you can use the same persons over and over again, unless you get the mission to fail, which I do here. It's usually pretty hard with this guy because almost everyone he can talk with has a really high percentage chance of succeeding. But I'm able to complete the mission, and now as you can see I can buy the armor. I use the Titan set for the willpower and accuracy. It also has really high DP, but it's very heavy. I chose to use the Akieron gloves for the attack speed, so I can use cheaper crystals. It's easy to get this from the auction house, but you can get it from playing the Amnesty game with the blacksmith in Velia. I use the Vanguard shield for accuracy. Warriors need a lot of accuracy. It's almost always on the auction house, but you can also farm it here. I got a lot of comments asking for this guide, so I hope it helped you guys out. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe.